Hello, everyone. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome you all to today's live Forex trading session. I welcome you all from the Forex Educational Academy. I hope every one of you are aware. For those of you who are new today, let me tell you something, a brief introduction about us. My name is SYED. I'm representing the Forex Educational Academy, which have been regulated by the KHDA Dubai. So officially, we are authorized to educate our clients regarding the financial markets. Today, we are here live, taking some live trades in front of you. Since for those of you who are already with us since day one, know how we do it. And if there is any queries, any questions, anything you have doubt, you can use the chat box. We're going to be responding instantly. Apart from that, if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you get live updates. Whenever we are live, you're going to be the first one to receive the update uh, regarding whatever is going on in the market. So I hope you guys are watching the situation. You guys are seeing what's going on in the market, in the international markets. Why silver, commodities, gold, precious metals, are skyrocketing day by day. So I hope every one of you are aware of that. For those of you who are not aware, not an issue, not a problem. We're going to be discussing it right now. I want more people to join in. Wa alaikum salam, Taki. I want more people to join in. I want more people to join in so that we can try to understand what is the latest updates for today. Let's see what is it. Let's see. Let other people to join in so we can start accordingly. Okay. All right. So gold right now trading at 48.62. It made an all-time high of around, oh, what's going on? Okay, it made an all-time high of around $4,888 per ounce. Okay, it's historical levels, trading at historical levels. Right now, gold being sideways, consolidating for a while. Early morning, it was very big moves happening in the market. Let's see oil. Okay, silver is at a good place to buy. Silver as it currently at this trend line. Okay. Hey, silver right now, I think it's going to respect this trend line. Let's see how does it go. Let us see. Okay, we see it in a smaller time frame. It is respecting it so far. Silver also at historical levels. It's going up really. Okay. Since the morning, I took for Trisma, had an initially in trade race went well and became my favorite food trade. I suffered a loss of 120. Come on, Taki. You need to manage your risk accordingly, man. It's not see, for those of you, Taki, I hope you watched my other sessions also, where I used to tell about risk to reward ratio. If you have been there, so you must understand how does it actually work. How do you go with the risk to reward ratio? How do you manage your trades? Even though if you're having bad accuracy rate, okay, if let's suppose if you're taking 10 trades in a session or whatever it is, right, and out of those 10 trades, even if half of them are going in loss, still you're going to be in profit. I have explained this in detail. I have explained this actually in detail, how you're going to be in profit, even though if your accuracy level is low, right? So you're going to be making good money. You were not there? Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. Silver, totally respecting the trend line. That's fabulous. All right. Right now, silver is actually respecting the trend line. It was a good time to buy, but we did not buy. Guys, we're having something big happening in round about 20, 21 minutes. How many of you know what's going to happen? Let me know in the chat box. Okay. Let's see gold. Okay, gold. It just created this temporary trend line channel, which I think it's not going to respect it. Anyhow, the gold is bullish. This was just for scalping purposes. So as I see right now, gold is trying to go up. Why is it slow? Let me close this. Come on, why is it so slow? Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Gold looks bullish. Gold is actually looking bullish. So, as I said earlier, we're going to be understanding why actually gold is rallying so bad. Why gold, precious metals, commodities, they're skyrocketing. Why dollar is losing its strength. Why dollar is losing its strength. How many of you are aware of this? Okay. So these are the levels for gold. Like gold is currently trading at 48.70. All right. Silver trading at 94 point less than 500 approx, totally respecting this trend line. Okay. So let us try to understand why is it so? What is the reason that such instruments they're skyrocketing since so many days? Okay. So right now there is some major geopolitical tensions which is going on in the markets, due to which such instruments they are skyrocketing. Currencies and stocks are falling because investors are nervous about escalation happening between US and Europe, over Greenland and tariff threats, right? So this is driving a risk off mood. People, they're selling the risky instruments and going into safe haven instruments, which is gold, right? So yellow metal is considered as the safest instrument, safe haven for investors since decades, right? So global stock markets, including the Wall Street, dropped sharply with the sell-off in the US stocks, in the US assets. So the dollar, it became weak and the gold prices surged as traders seek to the safe haven. In simple terms, if you understand, in simple terms, war plus trade threats, and in such kind of situations, what's going to happen is like investors, they're going to sell instruments like stocks. They're going to be heavily buying safe instruments, like safe currencies like CHF, Swiss franc, and Japanese yen, and going towards gold and silver. And they're going to be away from riskier pairs or swing wide, right? So the markets are actually nervous because of the major geopolitical tensions, especially in talk to the US wanting the Greenland and the tariff threats with Europe. So this has knocked confidence in stocks and the USD pairs. So this has pushed, as I said earlier, the investors in order to go towards safe instruments such as Swiss franc, Japanese yen, silver, and gold. In simple words, if big countries fight or threaten tariffs, traders play it very safe. They dump stocks and dollar and buy gold or some safe currencies. So today the Forex market is all about fear and uncertainty. Big geopolitical headlines, especially tension between US and Europe, have knocked confidence in stocks and the US dollar. That's how traders, they push into safe havens. So that's the only reason. So whenever you don't know, you need to understand it globally what's going on. So this is what it is going on. Like what are uh, the tensions geopolitically happening right now. Based on that, gold is skyrocketing. So what do we do right now? Let's see what event. As I said, we're going to be having an event right after 15 minutes. So today is 21st January. We're having President Trump speech in 15 minutes, 5:30 Dubai Standard Time. So he's going to be speaking probably for a while. So market might be volatile at that time. The market must be having some big moves. So right now our account is at 12,600. 12,600. We're going to be trading live in front of you. And see, now gold is going sideways, almost consolidating in the same phase. Why? Because traders, they are waiting for the Trump speech. They're going to be taking advantage of the situation and trying to, wait for the whole day so that Trump comes in and, they trade live. All right. So, okay, let's try to analyze market. Okay, natural gas. For those of you who already knew, since last week, I'm keep on saying that let's buy natural gas for those of you who want to invest for long term. So this was the time. Right now, it is trading above 3.5. At that time, it was trading at 2.7. Anyhow, still it has a huge potential to go up. It is having some good potential. It is having some good potential. Although it can resist over here for a while, but ultimately it can come up. Okay. This was natural gas. Let's see silver. This is significant high risk rate. Damn, man. Like you're over trading, maybe you're gambling with such kind of equity. 0.4 is really huge. It's really huge. If you're following my trades, look at my equity and look at my volume. That's gonna justify your question. Okay, silver, it respected the trend line and right now slightly coming up. Let's see Nasdaq. Let's see NASDAQ. Okay, NASDAQ. I don't see any some good opportunity right now in NASDAQ, to be honest. I do not see any good potential, although it's falling since long, long time. Uh, some small kind of, the image is not clear. I would advise to stay away. Okay. USD JPY stuck since a couple of days, since probably since last week. I've been stuck in the same zone, and it is trading at a major resistance zone. That is why it might be slow, trading slow at that level. Yeah, Thaki, if you're having equity, there's always recovery possible if you're having backup in your account. So this is a major resistance zone in high time frames, through due to which it is unable to go up. It might consolidate over here for a while and ultimately go towards a direction. So before that, I don't think it's going to be something clear. Okay, let's see GBP JPY. Okay, GBP JPY. Nothing major. Let's go to GBP USD. Let's go to GBP USD. GBP USD is at a good zone. Salam, Mazhar. Bro, Tash Kumar, cannot see my screen? Guys, you guys cannot see my screen? And let me know in the chat box if you guys can hear me well. Is my voice clear to you guys? There's 10 minutes left for Trump speech. Let's see what happens then. Oh. Okay. Mhm. I think we're gonna have a small tester for gold, 15.15, and let's see how do we take advantage out of it. Since the market is slow, it's consolidating in the same zone. Perfect. Thank you, guys. So let's see what kind of opportunities do we get right now. I want pound to go further down so that we can buy it at a discounted entry, although it's at a very, very good zone. So, mhm. Okay, let's see Euro USD. Okay, Euro USD also same zone, nothing major. We go coming in profit. Oh, it just hit. Went to over take profit, but did not hit. Mhm. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Good. Small scalp trades. Nasdaq. Not that good. German 30. DAX. I think I'm gonna buy DAX. I think I'm gonna buy some DAX. Yalla, let's make some analysis. Okay. Mm-hmm. Hmm. Let's buy some small quantity. Let's buy some small. I think 0.15 is gonna be okay, or let's make it 0.20. And we're gonna be averaging if it goes further down. So let's see. Right now, we're not having any stop loss or take profit. Oh, the USD? No. GBP, GBY. US oil. USD, GBY. Mm-hmm. We have round about 5 minutes left for Trump's speech. Let's go. German 30 coming in profit. Okay. Gold. Okay. Okay. Let's mark the all-time high. All-time high. The all-time high. What if I give this a take profit of $100 so that just in case if there is some spikes during the Trump speech, we're going to be easily, it's going to easily trigger it. Perfect. Hmm. It's continuously falling. Let's see US 30, Dow Jones. Dow Jones also following the same pattern as Nasdaq and as DAX. Okay, this can be a good support for Dow Jones and can retrace for a while. Mm-hmm. Okay. See, gold's still consolidating in the same zone. People, traders, they're waiting for Trump to join in and speak. Hmm. All right, Trump is going to join in a while. Can you guys hear the what do you call the news? Okay, Trump is here. Trump is here. Okay, Trump has joined in. Can you guys hear it? Or no? Can you guys hear it? The key use 0.01. Why you didn't want to risk it? Trump has joined the venue. He's about to speak in a minute. Okay. All right. Can you guys listen to what he's saying or no? Can you guys listen to what he's saying or no? There we go. He's in. Trump is in. Mm-hmm. Well, you guys can't hear it because yeah, I'm over here now. So that is why you might not be able to hear. You see that spikes happening in the market? That's just because he just joined.
Enterprise. America is thriving. America is flourishing. And yes, America is winning again like never before. Just last week alone, the United States concluded two extraordinary trade deals. The agreement with China and the United States, Mexico, Canada agreement, the two biggest trade deals ever made. They just happened to get done in the same week. These agreements represent a new model of trade for the 21st century, agreements that are fair, reciprocal, and that prioritize the needs of workers and families. America's economic turnaround has been nothing short of spectacular. When I took office 3 years ago, America's economy was in a rather dismal state. Under the previous administration, nearly 200,000 manufacturing jobs had vanished.
Okay.
Wages were flat or falling. Almost 5 million more Americans had left the labor force than had gotten jobs, and more than 10 million people had been added to the food stamp rolls.
Wow.
The experts predicted a decade of very, very slow growth, or maybe even negative growth, high unemployment and a dwindling workforce, and very much a shrinking middle class. Millions of hardworking, ordinary citizens felt neglected, betrayed, forgotten. They were rapidly losing faith in the system. Before my presidency began, the outlook for many nations was bleak.
All-time high.
Top economists warned of a protracted worldwide recession. The World Bank lowered its projections for global growth
I think this is some
to a
previous
number that
news.
nobody wanted
It's
to even
not.
think
It's
about.
not live. It's showing some old
Pessimism
news.
had taken root deep in the minds of leading thinkers, business leaders, and
It's showing some old
policymakers.
news.
Yet despite all of the cynics, I had never been more confident in America's future. I knew we were on the verge of a profound economic resurgence if we did things right. One that would generate a historic wave of investment, wage growth,
It's also showing the same. Anyhow, let's see the trades. Okay, market still consolidating in the same zone. Market still consolidating in the same zone. There is going to be spikes happening soon, very soon, because he's going to make some blunders. He's going to speak something which the market is going to react to instantly. Let's see. Okay. Let us hunt some opportunities. We do not want to risk our money without what do you call it? Without getting a proper direction or some good move or some good opportunity. We do not want to risk. We're not in a hurry to lose money. We're here to, make something out of it. Hmm. Gold also not giving some good moves, trading almost at the same levels. Okay, our DAX trade is almost there, consolidating in the same zone. Maybe traders are waiting for obviously the okay.
Importantly, this year. Thankfully, this group is meeting under better economic circumstances than during the pandemic. But once again, we're forcing very serious different economic conditions around the world. One of the central challenges that is impacting me is how capitalism can benefit more, and how can we broaden our global economy for greater and greater participation. That is a question.
Let's
where the
see
president
once
should
Trump's
real
join in.
leadership.
how the
investing
volatility
in
is.
infrastructure, reducing barriers to growth, and initiatives like the Trump account, designed to give more Americans
I
a
hope you
direct
guys know who
stake
this
in
gentleman
the
is.
growth of the U.S. economy. As he enters the second year of his second term, we are interested in hearing his plans for 2026 and beyond, and will no doubt create more and more conversation. And that's what the forum is about. A serious conversation in the spirit of dialogue. Discussions where the world is headed, where are we going? And these discussions would be incomplete without the President of the United States,
Okay.
the most important leader in the world. We appreciate him here. So let me introduce and welcome back to Davos the President of the United States, Donald J. Trump.
There he comes. There he is.
To be back in beautiful Davos, Switzerland, and to address so many respected voices, so many. Well, thank you very much, Larry. It's great to be back in beautiful Davos, Switzerland, and to address so many respected business leaders, so many friends, few enemies, and all of the distinguished guests. It's a who's who, I will say that. I've come to this year's World Economic Forum with truly phenomenal news from America. Yesterday marked the 1-year anniversary of my inauguration, and today, after 12 months back in the White House, our economy is booming, growth is exploding, productivity is surging, investment is soaring, incomes are rising.
See the movements happening the moment he joined in.
Inflation has been defeated. Our previously open and dangerous border is closed and virtually impenetrable. And the United States is in the midst of the fastest and most dramatic economic turnaround in our country's history. Under the Biden administration, America was plagued by the nightmare of stagflation, meaning low growth, and high inflation, a recipe for misery, failure, and decline. But now, after just 1 year of my policies,
My work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my sales. I start by breaking
fairly high economic growth like I believe you'll see very shortly our country has never seen before, perhaps no country has ever seen before. Over the past 3 months, core inflation has been just 1.6%. Meanwhile, fourth quarter growth is projected to be 5.4%, far greater than anybody other than myself and a few others had predicted. Since the election, the stock market has set 52 all-time high records. So that's in 1 year, 52 records, adding $9 trillion in value to retirement accounts, 401ks, and people's savings. People are doing very well. They're very happy with me.
Oh, okay.
Since my inauguration, we've lifted more than 1.2 million people off of food stamps, and after 4 years in which Biden secured less than $1 trillion of new investment in our country. Think of that, 1 trillion, substantially less than that. In 4 years, we've secured commitments for a record-breaking $18 trillion, and we think when the final numbers come out, they'll be closer to $20 trillion of investment. That's never been done by any country at any time, not even close. Just over 1 year ago, under the radical left Democrats, we were a dead country. Now we are the hottest country anywhere in the world. In fact, the United States economy is on pace to grow at double the rate that was projected by the IMF just last April. And with my growth and tariff policies, it should be much higher. I really believe we can be much higher than that. And this is all great news. It's great for all nations.
The USA is the economic engine on the planet. And when America booms, the entire world booms. It's been the history. When it goes bad, it goes bad. You all follow us down and you follow us up. And we're at a point that we've
Stop
never
loss at break even.
we've ever been. I never thought we could do it this quickly. My biggest surprise is I thought it would take more than a year, maybe like a year and 1 month. It's happened very quickly. This afternoon, I want to discuss how we've achieved this economic miracle, how we intend to raise
Come on,
living
Paul.
standards for
Give
our
us some
citizens
moves.
to levels never seen before.
Gold consolidating
And
again in the
perhaps
same
how you
place.
too, the places
Low,
where you
very
come from,
close.
could do much
Almost
better by
$20
following what we're
below
doing,
the
because
all-time
certain
high.
places in Europe are not even recognizable, frankly, anymore. They're not recognizable. And we can argue about it, but there's no argument. Friends come back from different places. I don't want to insult anybody and say I don't recognize it. And that's not in a positive way, but in a very negative way. And I love Europe, and I want to see Europe go good. But it's not heading in the right direction. In recent decades, it became conventional wisdom in Washington and European capitals that the only way to grow a modern Western economy was through ever-increasing government spending, unchecked mass migration, and endless foreign imports. The consensus was that so-called dirty jobs and heavy industry should be sent elsewhere, that affordable energy should be replaced by the Green New Scam, and that countries
Have
could
a
be
small
propped
sell
up
for
by
gold.
importing new and entirely different populations from faraway lands. This was the path that sleepy Joe Biden administration and many other Western governments very foolishly followed, turning their backs on everything that makes nations rich and powerful and strong. And there's so much potential in so many nations. The result was record budget and trade deficits and a growing sovereign deficit, driven by the largest wave of mass migration in human history. We've never seen anything like it.
You see some
Quite frankly,
bullishness,
many parts of
but
our world
here's
are
the
destroyed
speech.
before our
So
very eyes.
let's see if it
The
hits our
leaders don't
stop
even
loss.
understand
Yes, I
what's
think it's gonna
happening.
hit
And
at
the
the
ones
break
who do
even.
understand aren't doing anything
Let's
about
see.
it. Virtually all of the
No, going
so-called
up.
experts.
If it hits the stop loss, we're gonna buy again.
This failed
Since
model
it is at a very,
to
very
create
good
global
zone.
recession and runaway
Let's see
inflation.
gold. Okay, gold dropping.
We
That's
have proven
nice.
them wrong. It's actually just the opposite. In
Cool.
1 year, our agenda has produced
Okay,
a
it is not
transformation
hitting.
like
Oh.
America has not seen in over
DAX
100
going up.
years.
Cool. Let's see
Instead of
gold.
closing down energy plants, we're opening them up. Instead of building ineffective, money-losing windmills, we're taking them down and not approving any. Instead of
Oh,
empowering
okay, something got
bureaucrats,
hit.
we're
Yes,
firing
gold
them,
rate got
and
close
they're
to
going out
profit.
and getting
Oh,
jobs. in the
German
private
also got
sector
close at break
2
even.
and 3 times
Let us
what they're
buy.
making in government.
Let's
So they
buy
started off hating
German.
me when we fired them.
Let's
Now
buy
they love me.
DAX.
Instead of raising taxes on domestic
It's a good zone,
producers,
not bad
we're
zone at
lowering
all.
them and
Let's buy
raising
120
tariffs on
again.
foreign
There
nations
we go.
to pay for the damage that they've caused.
Perfect.
In 12 months, we have removed over 270,000 bureaucrats from the federal payrolls,
Let's see gold.
the largest single-year reduction in government employment since the end of World War II. Nobody thought that was coming, but we had no choice to make a country great. You can't have all federal jobs. We've cut federal spending by $100 billion and slashed the federal budget deficit by
Big numbers.
27% in the single year. It's going to go down quite a bit more from that.
Really big numbers.
Driving inflation way down from the record highs of the Biden administration. Every month they went up and up and up. I promised to cut 10 old regulations for every single new regulation. But instead, I've cut actually till this point 129 regulations for every one new regulation approved. So every time they come in with a new regulation, we do at least 10, but so far it's averaging out to 129, if you can believe it. In July, we passed the largest tax cuts in American history, including no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security for our great seniors. We also provided 100% expensing.
Take
That's
profit.
the one they
Let's
like.
stop loss.
and bonus depreciation for all new equipment and capital investments to help companies expand and shift production to America. They are so in love with they build a plant, they're able to deduct it immediately, the whole thing, rather than waiting 38 to 41 years in the old days. This is a miracle taking place. Nobody thought it would ever be done by any country. It's done by us. It was what made my first term the most successful 4-year term that we've ever had from a financial standpoint. And now we've upped it. This is a 10-year program, not a 1-year program. But you're allowed to deduct everything in 1 year. It used to be 38 to 41 years.
I'm gonna buy once
With
again.
tariffs, we've radically reduced our ballooning trade deficit, which was the largest in world history. We were losing more than $1 trillion every single year, and it was just wasted. It was going to waste. But in 1 year, I slashed our monthly trade deficit by a staggering 77%. And all of this with no inflation, something everyone said could not be done. There were a couple of brilliant people that actually.
You're gonna hold
thought I
one
was
and
doing
one is
the
gonna
right
get
thing.
closed.
I thought I was doing the right thing. Now they all think I'm doing the right thing because they can't believe the numbers. American exports are now up by more than $150 billion. Domestic steel production is up by 300,000 tons a month, and it's doubling over the next 4 months. It's doubling and tripling. We have steel plants being built all over the country. Nobody thought they'd see that. Factory construction is up by 41%, and that number is really going to skyrocket right now because that's during the process that they're putting in to get their approvals, and we've given very, very quick test approvals. In the process, we've
Okay,
made
with our
historic trade
profit.
deals with partners covering 40% of all U.S. trade. Some of the greatest companies and countries in the world. We have countries as our partner too. The European nations, Japan, South Korea. They're our partners. They've got into massive deals with us, especially on oil and gas.
Mm-hmm.
And these agreements raise growth and cause stock markets to boom, not only in the U.S., but virtually
Let's see
every country that came
Bitcoin.
to make a deal
Let's see
because
Bitcoin.
as
Since
you
Trump is
learn, when
speaking,
the United
oh,
States goes up,
Bitcoin.
you follow.
You made
It's
Bitcoin
really
also
become
fall.
a staple. In America, I've stopped the
Nothing major happening,
energy
guys.
policies that drive
This
up
was not
prices
what was
while
actually
sending jobs
expected.
and factories
We were expecting something,
to the
you
world's
know,
worst polluters.
something big happening.
Guaranteed polluters.
So far, nothing big happened. Let's see if it happens in a while or so.
New domestic oil and gas.
Something
prices
should
dropped by
happen.
95%. Think of that. And they wonder, why was gasoline going up so fast? The gasoline actually topped $5 a gallon, and some places $7 a gallon, and more than 100 major power plants were violently shut down by incompetent people that had no idea what the hell they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Under my leadership, U.S. natural gas production is at an all-time high by far. U.S. oil production is up by 730,000 barrels a day, and last week we picked up 50 million barrels from Venezuela alone.
He's truly saying some good things about himself.
An amazing place for so many years, but then they went bad with their policies. 20 years ago, it was a great
Speaking
country.
about himself, 100%.
Got problems, but we're helping them, and those 50 million
Speaking
barrels
100% about himself.
will be
only.
splitting up with them, and they'll be making more money than they've made in a long time. Venezuela's going to do fantastically well. We appreciate all of the cooperation we've been giving. We've been giving great cooperation. Once the attack ended, and they said, let's make a
Peace
deal.
cooperation.
More people should do that. But Venezuela's going to make more money in the next 6 months than they've made in the last 20 years. Every major oil company is coming in with us. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see. The leadership of the country has been very good. They've been very, very smart. The price of gasoline is now below $2, and companies coming in with us. It's amazing. It's a beautiful thing to see. The leadership of the country has been very good. They've been very, very smart. The price of gasoline is now below $2.50. cents a gallon in many states, $2.30 a gallon, and even lower, $1.95 a gallon. Numerous states are at $1.99, numbers that nobody has heard for years. Actually, since my last administration, we got it down to around those numbers. I've signed an order directing and approval of many new nuclear reactors. We're going heavy into nuclear. I was not a big fan because I didn't like the risk, the danger, but they have the progress they've made with nuclear is unbelievable, and the safety progress they've made is incredible. We're very much into the world of nuclear energy, and we can have it now at good prices and very, very safe. And we're leading the world in AI by a lot. We're leading China by a lot. I think President Xi respects
this kind of move I was expecting actually since a long time. It takes time for the market to absorb the news.
To build their own electric capacity. They're building their own power plants, which when added up is more than any country anywhere in the world is doing. I read recently an article in the Wall Street Journal that China's creating so much energy, and they are. I gotta hand it to them.
So we managed to make $156 so far. Not bad. And it is still going up.
I'm very proud of it. It was
gold also going very close to its all-time high.
This much energy. We needed more than double the energy currently in the country just to take care of the AI plants. And I said, we can't do that. We have an old grid system. And I came up with the idea, you people are brilliant. You have a lot of money. Let's see what you can do. You can build your own electric generating plants. And they looked at me. They didn't believe me. All of the names that are, I think, in the room right now, if you want to know the truth, they didn't believe it. And I said, no, you can't. They came back 2 weeks and they didn't have the plant. They said, we thought you were kidding. I said, no, not only am I not kidding, you're going to have your approvals within 2 weeks. I always say nuclear will take 3 weeks. But most aren't going that. They're going oil and gas. They're even going coal in some cases. Because of my landslide election victory, the United States avoided the catastrophic energy collapse which befell every European nation that pursued the Green New Scam, perhaps the greatest hoax in history. The Green New Scam, windmills all over the place, destroy your land.
Go against the trend.
Destroy your land. Every time that goes around, you lose $1,000. You're supposed to make money with energy, not lose money. Here in Europe, we've seen the fate that the radical left tried to impose on America. They tried very hard. Germany now generates 22% less electricity than it did in 2017. And it's not the current chancellor's fault. He's solving the problem. He's going to do a great job. But what they did before he got there, I guess that's why he got there. And electricity prices are 64% higher. The United Kingdom produces just 1/3 of the total energy from all sources that it did in 1999. Think of that, 1/3. And they're sitting on top of the North Sea, one of the greatest reserves anywhere in the world, but they don't use it. And that's one reason why their energy has reached catastrophically low levels with equally high prices. High prices, very low levels. Think of that, 1/3. And you're sitting on top of the North Sea, and they like to say, well, that's depleted. It's not depleted. It's got 500 years. They haven't even found the oil. The North Sea is incredible. They don't let anybody drill. Environmentally, they don't let them
is going more
they
higher.
make it impossible for the oil
close
companies.
really,
They
really
take
early,
92%
I think.
of the revenues.
I think we're done for the day. Let's not take further risks. Let Trump end his speech. We do not care whatever happens. We're good. We managed to capture some pips, and I think that's fine for us. Well, DAX is going up. We closed somewhere around here, and now it is continuing the trend. Okay, gold also trading very close to its all-time high. So I think it is better to avoid and stay away from the market for a while. Let the market absorb the news, whatever Trump is going to bluff or say or whatever it is. So I think we're done for the day. And so far, so good. Nothing major happening. Gold made some big moves early in the morning and going sideways, almost in the same zone right now, trading at almost 48.80, 79, 48.80, something, right? So DAX also going up, dollar losing its strength against all the currencies, Euro USD, GBP USD, gold, and stuff. All right. So I think we're good for the day, and let's end the session over here right now. Let's catch up with you guys tomorrow. All right, and that's it for the day. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel so that whenever there is something new coming down in the market, or even though if you're live, you're the first one to receive the notification. And yeah, see you all guys tomorrow, same time, same place. Till next time, guys, take care of yourself. Bye bye.